I think I chose it because I've always been really interested in science. It was the only thing at school I was really good at, and the only thing I actually wanted to learn about. All my other lessons I would never look forward to, and especially biology and like human biology, I always found the medical side of it really interesting. Hi, so I'm Bryony, I'm 20, I go to UCL and I do applied medical science, and I'm going into my third year. Go into the pharmaceutical industry. So while some of the more sort of commercial roles, you don't completely require a like science-based degree. I think if you're going into a field which is like based around science, it's important to know what you're talking about. So I think that is going to be really helpful then. It wasn't that difficult. I just wrote a personal statement and applied and got in pretty much straight away. So it was quite simple, no interviews or anything, which I'm quite lucky for. Quite a few UCL degrees do have interviews. I think I needed 3 A's. It had to be definitely biology and then either chemistry or maths. So I woke up and I was so nervous. Actually, before I went in to get my results, I checked UCAS to see if I'd been accepted or not. So I went in to my results knowing that I had got in, so I was a bit less stressed out, but I was really nervous. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to miss my grades and then I'm going to not be able to go to uni and have to do clearing and stuff, which would have been really stressful. Yeah, had to do a personal statement. I think you have to do a personal statement for any course that you apply for to kind of show that you have actually read around the course a bit and have some interest. I probably redrafted my personal statement about 50 times. So the first one I wrote, looking back at the first one I wrote now, is absolutely awful. I got quite a few people to help me with it as well, because I'm quite dyslexic, so writing like long paragraphs and stuff doesn't come that naturally to me. So I had to get some people to help me make sure it all sounded sort of cohesive. I think the biggest difference is when I was writing my A-levels, I'd look at the spec and I knew everything I needed to know and understand, so I just kind of go point by point and revised everything, and then I knew that I knew everything for the exam. Uni, you don't have that, so you're kind of a bit on your own of working out what you do and don't need to know, and there's kind of an unlimited amount of knowledge that you could obtain. My course wasn't actually taught at the UCL campus, it is taught at a hospital up in Hampstead. So it would be usually a 3-hour lecture in the morning from 10 until 1. So usually getting up at about 8:30, getting the bus up to the roll through, going, have an hour and a half, then a little break, and then another hour and a half, and then go get lunch, and then spend the rest of the afternoon in the library, and then go home, have dinner, get ready, go out, wake up the next morning, do it again. It was quite hectic. But this year, because it's all been online, it's a lot more slower paced. I think maybe having a bit more like self-belief and being a bit more confident that what I was doing was right. Because when I got my results recently for second year, I was like, oh my goodness, wow, like I surprised myself by doing a lot better than I thought I had, and I wish I'd had a bit more of that self-assurance going through the year, because I'd get quite stressed thinking that what I was doing wasn't good enough.